Here Thomas, and here Duncan. Thomas is a standard gauge engine, and Duncan is a narrow gauge engine. But they're both different gauges, but are different steam engines. Can you see what difference between standard gauge and narrow gauge, shall we? Let's take a look, shall we? Look at the size. What's the difference of their sizes? That's right. Thomas is bigger and Duncan is smaller. That's different between standard gauge and narrow gauge. They're small. The narrow gauge is smaller than narrow gauge. What else is different from between standard and narrow gauge? Their track size. Let's take a look, shall we? The standard gauge tracks are bigger. And what about the narrow gauge track? What size do you think they are? Right, they're small. The narrow gauge tracks are smaller to standard gauge. And there's one more something about standard gauge and narrow gauge are different. Let's take a look, shall we? What's different, shall we? The narrow gauge can pull trucks up the hills. The standard gauge doesn't. That is something different between a standard gauge and narrow gauge engine. Those are the difference between the narrow gauge and standard gauge. Well done, all of you.